Delta 400, welcome to Boston, cross runway 4 left on Kilo, taxi straight ahead to the gates.
Cross 4 left on Kilo and straight ahead for Delta 400. Have a good night.
Thank you. United 1232, wind 3306, gust 19, runway 27, clear land.
Clear land at 279, 1206.
Boston approach, November 828 Delta, Seaplane on Boston Harbor, ready for departure, VFR, Yankee.
JetBlue 1118, flighting 050, vectors to final, descend and maintain 3000.
Boston approach, good afternoon, American 1245, setting on the Roma 3 arrival, passing 12-3 with Yankee.
American 1244, Boston approach, squawk attend. November 28 Delta, sorry, didn't get everything of that. You're going VFR to where?
I'm heading to Loon Lake. It's outside of your airspace to the northwest. November 28 Delta.
And you need flight following?
Yes, please. Just outside of your airspace.
So November 28 Delta, cleared out of the Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at below 2,500. Departed with me, squawk 7061.
At or below 2,000, squawk 706. November 28 Delta.
November 28 Delta 7061.
7061.
American 1244, radar contact at 12,000, descent via the Roebuck Tree, arrival runway 27, expect ILS runway 27 approach, altimeter 3001.
Continue descending Roebuck 3, expecting ILS 27, approach,
Come on.
1245.
And JetBlue 1118, apologies.
Number 2, 6 miles from trail of the, I think it is an Airbus 320. Wind 3306, gust 19, runway 27, clear land. November 28 Delta, read back correct, advice ready for departure. FX208 Heavy, Boston approach.
FX208 Heavy with you.
FX208 Heavy, wind 3306, gust 19, runway 27, clear land.
27 clear land, FX208 Heavy, thank you.
And November 28 Delta, read back correct, advice ready for departure.
28 Delta is ready for departure.
November 28 Delta, departure from the waters at your own risk, proceed on course, wind 3306, gust 19, report airborne.
Report airborne. 828 Delta.
1232, welcome to Boston, cross runway 4 left, taxi via Alpha to the gates.
Cross 4 left or taxi Alpha.
JetBlue 1118, turn left heading 020, descend and maintain 3000, vectors to final.
020, 3000, 1118.
November 828 Delta is airborne.
Activity C. So 2611, pushback onto Alpha is approved, advanced ready taxi. FedEx 208 Heavy, welcome to Boston, cross runway 4 left on Kilo straight ahead to the South Cargo.
Cross 4 left on Kilo and keep going to South Car. FedEx 208 Heavy.
JetBlue 203, please check your transponder squawk 3526.
It's a busy place down there.
November 28 Delta, radar contact, say altitude.
November 28 Delta is passing 1500.
November 28 Delta, proceed on course. American 1245, turn left heading 360, descend and maintain 3000 vectors to final.
360, down to 3000 back to final, 1235.
JetBlue 1118, turn left heading 360.
Left 360, 1118.
JetBlue 203, thank you, pushback at your discretion, advice ready taxi.
Well, welcome to my sloppy Vatsim first experience in the Cessna 185 float plane. Yep, we have floats down there. See if I don't screw this up too bad here once they transfer me. Really out of trim here.
JetBlue 1118, 5 miles to the runway, turn left heading 300, maintain 3000, turn established on localizer, cleared LS runway 27 approach.
Left 300, maintain 3000, still established on the localizer, cleared ILS 27 approach, JetBlue 1118.
That out a little bit here. Yeah, I know I'm sloppy. Like, way sloppy. When it comes to the radio talk, that's something I've never really done a whole lot of, even in DCS. Like, we do it very differently in DCS.
Jeffrey 1118, maintain 170 knots greater to Ripit, wind 3306, gust 19, runway 27 to land.
170 greater till Ripit and 27 clear to land, JetBlue 1118.
Alright. I do want to climb up to 2500
Oregon
for my cruise.
1245, 8 miles from Ripit, turn left heading 300, maintain 2000, full established, cleared ILS, runway 27 approach.
Heading 300. Could you confirm down to 2000 or 3000?
Maintain 2000 or greater to Ripit. Maintain 2000 or greater until established on localizer.
3000 still established, cleared ILS 27 approach, American 1245.
Oregon 1245, it's 2000 because you joined localizer behind Lona. It's 2000.
2000 still established, American 1245.
JetBlue 1118, sorry, I'm confused. Did I clear you to land?
Hey, firm 1118.
Wonderful.
No worries.
American 1245, number 2, 6 miles from trail, off an Apple straight 20, wind 330, 6 gust 19, runway 27 to land.
Cleared land number 2, American 1245.
JetBlue 203, runway 33 left, taxi via Alpha, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right.
Boston approach, Boston departure November 6 USA, Quebec is on video on the Norwood, request VFR no flight following, back to Norwood at 3,500.
It's a little tense. I'm not doing a whole lot of talking on this one because I am kind of paying attention to what's going on.
November 03, Quebec, let's see, runway 33, taxi via Alpha, Alpha 3.
Alpha 3, November 6 USA.
Alpha 2611, runway 33 left, taxi via Alpha, Zulu, Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right. Train 611, cross runway 2 to right, hold short runway 2 to left. JetBlue 1118, welcome to Boston, cross runway 4 right on Echo, hold short runway 4 left.
Cross 4 right on Echo and hold short 4 left on Echo 1118.
November 03, Quebec, wind 2904, runway 33 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 33 cleared for takeoff, Pacific.
I will say it is pretty cool, even though most of the folks that you see on Vatsim are not flying general aviation. I
JetBlue 1118, cross runway 4 left, right on Alpha to the gates.
did see another...
Cross 4 left right on Alpha to the gates, JetBlue 1118.
JetBlue 203, cross runway 4 right, hold short runway 27.
did have another aircraft that's flying general aviation, which is good.
JetBlue 203, cross runway 27 on Charlie. Tracking 1245, welcome to Boston. Taxi, cross runway 4 left on Kilo, taxi straight ahead to the gates.
Cross 4 left at Kilo, taxi straight ahead to the gate. 1245.
Roger, United 1475, Yankees on board, push on Alpha.
It's 1475, approach. Push back onto Alpha, is approved to stay clear of taxiway Echo, flight straight taxi.
Push off, repair Echo, cross taxi, and push the
JetBlue 203, wind 3306, Gus 19, runway 33 left, cleared for takeoff.
Boston departure, JetBlue 5522, request push and start.
So one thing you'll notice...
JetBlue 5522, push back onto Alpha, is approved face southwest, flight straight taxi.
is you're getting a lot of cross traffic. So
Push
this
on
one
Alpha
guy
approved,
is doing
facing,
clearance
west.
delivery, tower, and
5522.
the approach airspace all by himself because he's the only controller in this airspace at the moment.
Hey, departure 60, Quebec, can we get a frequency change?
November 603, Quebec, you're still in my class Delta airspace actually. You can climb out of it above 2000, frequency change approved, have a good day.
Frequency change approved, 60, Quebec.
Track AR.
Delta 2611, cross runway 4 right, hold short runway 27.
41 miles.
stations. Boston approach is closing at the top. Well, maybe there will be center. Search 2611, cross runway 27 on Charlie.
Cross 27 on Charlie, sir.
JetBlue 203, radar contact altitude.
Sorry about that. Just trying to put something down on.
203, can I maintain 14,000?
This guy's busy, and it's not even really busy on this airspace. Normally they have, 3 guys or so doing these airspaces like this. Somebody doing ground, clearance, delivery, tower, approach, and the center. So if you really catch it when everybody's working, you get a lot of handoffs. But because we're not working with a multiple controllers or keeping us in, I won't get the frequency approved to change to Unicom until I actually leave the approach airspace. Should be pretty soon.
Delta 2611, wind 3306, gust 19, runway 33 left, cleared for takeoff.
Boston, departure, JetBlue 5522, request taxi runway 33 left.
JetBlue 5523, runway 33 left, taxi Alpha Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right.
Alpha Charlie, hold short, cross 4 right, hold short 4 left. JetBlue 5522.
It only works the other way, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right.
You know, as soon as I said it, I thought that. Hold short 4 right, cross 4 right, hold short 4 left.
That sounds good. November 28 Delta, you're leaving the airspace. Boston Center is offline, radar service terminated. Frequency change approved, Squawk VFR.
28 Delta, Squawk VFR. Thank you for your help.
Boston approach Delta 257 heavy descending 13,000 Ocean 5 with Yankee.
257 heavy Boston approach, low pex for Yankee, Squawk ident.
Squawk ident Delta 257.
I'll go to Unicom, so we'll get a lot less chatter. November 28 Delta is checking in on Unicom 28 Delta. Alright. Nobody in the area is on that frequency yet. Not terribly surprised. Most of the folks are going to be on centers. But my little airport, or I'm actually not going to an airport. I'm going to a small lake out here. What is it called? Flying Loon Lodge, apparently. So that was a cool experience getting to talk to the ATC out of Boston. Obviously the harbor location is a little weird because I think that would probably not have been the direction of travel. So it kind of took off right over the airfield, which I had to cut right pretty hard to get off of that, but this was the active location for the time that I'm flying, so I wanted to make sure I could actually get some radio chatter on the video and see how it goes here. We're going to get the 3000 here and try to ease it up. My memory is like a goldfish, so trying to keep up with what these guys tell you to do is tough. I'm so used to using the 828 call sign from DCS, it's hard to switch to the full November 828 Delta. Is taking some getting used to, and I'm glad they understand that you can go short to 28 Delta, so I may actually switch my call sign written just to 28 Delta, that way I can roll with that. Just rolls off the tongue a lot easier. Doing it realistically, this would be a November 828 Delta, unless they tell you first to switch to the last three. Pretty airplane for a default aircraft that comes with Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I like it. Feels good. I'm still 30 miles out roughly. This airplane has no autopilot, so it's a lot harder to maintain an altitude that precisely, at least with the stick that I use that is not very center sprung. So yeah, a little bit different for an aircraft like this, but it's definitely not a yoke. I do not have a yoke. I don't know if and when I may get one, but if I do more flying like this, it would be kind of useful. Hopefully Bill Geode has a chance to check this video out and get your feedback on the old Vatsim topic. A little bumpy out here today. If I was flying the glider, it would be a great day. Lots of lift. We, because of Vatsim, you pretty much have to use the live weather. Time of day, I think you're allowed to change, but you have to note that in your flight plan. Yeah, there's some bumpy. I probably should be checking in with these other airports, but because of the Vatsim use, I think the only frequency I need to be on after leaving his airspace was the open Unicom frequency. So far nobody's been on it, so it's bumpy. Let's got some thermal action here. A good lift. A little left of my track here. Quite a few other lakes around that I could potentially land in, which is nice. Into the forested areas here, so it's less than ideal for ground landings if you have to, but if you've been a pilot on here for Vatsim and other live ATC add-ons or functionality for Microsoft Flight Sim, let me know what you think. If you're a fan of this, or if you're struggling with it, what have you. I mean, it's going to take some learning for me to get used to the rhythm, which I'm doing the right thing and flying very simple airplanes to start this. I'm not a big airliner simmer like a lot of folks in this sim, especially in Vatsim, seems to be very heavily airliner focused, which, yeah, that's fun. I may go to some more fancy turboprop stuff and get some of that functionality so I can at least use autopilot, which I'll probably do a flight with the Dakota and the next one, because I know it does have a basic autopilot system. Requires me to taxi and do some of that stuff, which is partially why I decided to do the float plane for this flight, because I didn't have to write down a large taxi sequence and also get in line with a bunch of airliners, because that's what would happen, especially at a busy place like Boston. Getting there. I'm gonna let's take this climb up a little bit higher here. These RPMs will up a little bit. We'll try to get a little bit more speed. That wind from the north is a little weird. Because I am on Vatsim, I do have to kind of follow the true VFR flight rules. I'm not flying into these clouds, but that's okay. Don't think I need to go all the way up there. You didn't really get to see them, but the airliners and all the other traffic that you heard they're actually modeled. Once you're on the network, they populate in-game as multiplayer aircraft, so it's really cool to see the other aircraft when you're on a busy location and know they're actually what you're hearing on the radio. Other players talking and so on. Pretty neat stuff. I sat around just as an observer at Frankfurt Airport just to make sure everything was working correctly. I can log in and do sound checks and whatnot. I did make contact just to make sure my mic worked and found out I had a output device not working correctly, so that was useful. Getting into some hills over here. Man, I tell you what, the Microsoft Sim has come so far since the last time I was really into it, which was the FSX Sim from, I think, 2004. And the things that we can do in this sim now are pretty wild. I mean, yes, it's not DCS in the regards of, you know, having weapon systems and radars and stuff on board. I guess there are a few aircraft that do have weather radars model that pick up clouds and whatnot, but it's its own challenge in itself, you know, being able to do this stuff in a realistic way, because you can do this stuff very gamey and just kind of do a free flight, go in the open world multiplayer and have all kinds of shenanigans. But this is a bit more appealing, I think, for me at this point in simming. Taking it a bit more serious, you can learn a bit more about like proper flying. You start doing IFR stuff, that'll be really tricky, and I'll have to get a light up notepad or something so I can keep notes, because I can't see my notepad in the dark here. So let's go ahead and hop outside here. It might get a little loud, but I want to take a screenshot of this wonderful Cessna. Yeah, this is such a classic airplane. I mean, it's not a Beaver. It's not a Beaver, but it is still a very classic seaplane. I would almost be completely happy if it was non-amphibious, but it does make it a little bit easier to do a lot of different things with it. The default model is a tail dragger, which I quite enjoy. If we fly this enough, I'll probably do some of that as well. Very old school bush plane. There are better ones in the sim that are way overpowered and have some really cool details and full glass cockpits, which is kind of wild. I'm so used to looking at what we're seeing here. Although I don't see, let's see. Yeah, I'll have to get used to this instrumentation a little bit more and do some testing offline. Get used to following the VORs and the DMEs. And try to track on ILS and see if I can still chase the needles. Used to be able to do that. It's been a while. That was some serious turbulence. Holy moly. Let's, if I was flying the glider, that would have been quite a ride up, but let's ease our speed back down here. Whew. That'll keep you on your toes. Holy cow. This thing's very bottom heavy with these floats on here. Alright, let's stay a little bit lower so we don't have to... Maybe we can avoid some of these thermals. Weird for me to say that as a glider guy. At least we didn't go in the red. That was wild. And that, folks, is why you pay attention. Because I don't think an autopilot would have caught that. Let's do a quick check here. 7 miles. Alright, we're getting 7 miles in here. Let's go ahead and fully come back to my track. See if we can not get knocked around by that cloud again. That was quite spicy. I feel like we got a pretty strong tailwind as part of what's going on here. Left here. Getting closer. Still not quite. This isn't our lake up here yet, but this is come on now. Tailwind. It's got to be the tailwind, and I know it was increasing as we got away from the Boston area. Over 11 knots. was 340 when we left. So yeah, it's coming at us from our rear right. Oh, that's right, I put in an alternate as well. That may actually be I believe that is our lake. Right. It wasn't going to take long. Let's prepare for landing here. So if we need to go, I'm going to have to circle back around so I can land to the south, to the north here. Our actual destination is on the on that end of the runway, or not runway, but on that end of the lake over there. So we could actually run it out this way. We're gonna run it. Confirm gear up. First notch of flaps. Really glassy. We got one chance at this. Well, I didn't quite plot that. It probably should have went around. Well, when you arrive, you arrive. Wouldn't have done that for real. That would have been definitely a landing you wouldn't have done. But that's why this is Flight Sim, and you can do those silly things like that. Alright. Water rudder is down, so we can taxi on over here. Have to check the weather. That may have been a bit of a weird one. Yeah, we're getting pushed. But anywho, we are where I intended to be. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think. If you want to see more of that kind of content, let me know, and we'll do it. See you in the next one.